It's a stadium so big, you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Let's go. In motion left is Evans. They'll throw first play here with Daniels. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. They're trying an option play left side on first down. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. It is caught left side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Commanders will have a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Daniels on first down. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. Motioning the tight end now. On first down, here's Daniels. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down give to Robinson. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have first and goal.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now, it's starting with 6 as they come up on it, first and goal. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's second and goal. Robinson will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or you're now forced to put the ball in the air.
So now here's third and goal. Touchdown! The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's a return from the 7. Now bottling up as he gets the return to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Prescott opening with a pass. Completed to his running back. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Completed over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1 quarter down for these two NFC. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
From the gun is Prescott. Looking right, and he finds him. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Yeah! Here we go! Right, check! Here we go, 46! 26!
Dak now from the gun. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
When you talk to kickers about kicking field goals of this length, they will tell you, Kate, you got to keep it a little lower and you got to drive it. But you still got to be accurate. Basically, all the pieces got to come together like they just did to hit from that distance.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go!
From the gun, it's Daniels. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick six. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short fields, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. Finds a man right side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Let's go now!
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He's on the move. Now he takes it. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
First and 10 from the 41. Play fake here, Daniels. He sends this one to the end zone. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Jason Pinnock picks it. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Prescott here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Space past the 35. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here we go. Sweat today.
On first down, they'll run. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. And it's the Cowboys dealing with 2nd and 13.
We're going to 54. Wide. Yeah, here we go. I take.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. Short pass brought in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Kill.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Yeah! Here we go!
First down, here's Dak. Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve complete. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. We put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott dumped off to his running back. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Yeah!
Dak throwing again. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Gay's kick is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Power squib kick is taken in. A reverse on the opening kickoff. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Starting from the 5. Returns looking good so far. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce into your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
They'll run here on first down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Yeah, here we go.
From the 41. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Another carry for him. He's contained at the line for no gain. Play made by Deron Payne. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets...
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Hey, 47.
This time he's looking to throw. That's Jonathan Mingo, complete. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as a QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throwaway.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Gay's kick is good. There's a flag down, and if this is defensive, could give them a first down. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Dobbins has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Yeah! There we go! Right there! Right there!
There's a give, left side. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Stuffed once again, and now suddenly they're left with 3rd and goal.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
Yeah! There we go! Right there!
They'll keep it on the ground. And this time he gets it done. Touchdown! The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys bump the lead up to 13 points. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying getting that one to Brock Bowers. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Oh, look at this. Here he goes. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
So we're through 3 here. It's Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, Daniels. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He takes it himself, and he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Daniels on 1st down. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now Daniels to throw. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he's taken down at the 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
First and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. That's going to be caught by Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, Daniels to the air. On the move, headed right. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
And now the Commanders face a very important two-point attempt. He's throwing for it! And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Has this at the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yeah!
From the gun is Prescott. Catch made over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here we go! I take.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First down, and they go right back to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
47. Here we go. 26.
Dak now from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off, that's Bobby Wagner! And the Commanders have some new life in the 4th!
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Running left is Robinson. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go now.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Commanders facing a 5-point deficit. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 42. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Jason Pinnock picks it at the 20. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Daniels coming back after that pick. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
To throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go! 22.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down after taking this to the 26. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Yeah! Here we go! Right take! 26.
They give it to him again. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So it's a win for the Cowboys.